Mike Hammett here for SWOSUathletics.com, and joined by Mike Adefalarin from the SWOSU defense. Really big game for you last week, kind of flying around, making plays, one of the veterans on this defense. So what has been kind of the key for this defense early on? Because, I mean, you guys really did a lot of very good things against Southern Arkansas. So what was kind of the key to get that going?
Coach Gibson, he installed Swarm. Like Swarm, get to the ball. Everybody, 11 hats, all to the ball. And I think that just helped us out. Everybody was flying around.
I know this defense, too, you guys rotate so many different guys through. Does that kind of help keep everyone fresh and keep everybody loose, ready to go?
So everybody can go like 100% and not worry about saving it for later.
To face the reigning all-conference quarterback in Barrett Renner in the opener, force 6 turnovers. I mean, just seems like you guys did so many good things. So what was it as far as the interceptions? I know some of those guys, Kevin Joseph had a couple of them in there. I mean, it just seemed like you said, swarm. I mean, it just kind of seemed like you guys were feasting at times. So does it just everybody kind of feeds off of each other?
Yeah, I think that first pick we smelled blood and then everybody just got a little stingy and started going after it.
This defense, all the talk's been about the offense, all the returners and all the excitement there, and then there's been maybe a little buzz about, well, there's only a few guys back defensively. Have you guys kind of, gelled together? Because it seems like there is still a lot of experience, a lot of depth on this defense.
Yeah, well, like a lot of starters didn't come back, but we had a lot of people that played, so that helps a lot. So that's why we were like playing like we have a lot of starters coming back.
Talking with Mike Adefalarin here, looking at Arkansas-Monticello as you move into week 2. What is it about this Boll Weevil offense? Because it seems like that second half, especially third and fourth quarter, they really found something against Northwestern. What is it that maybe clicked for them?
They had those 2 tall receivers on the outside and was just throwing it. So, I feel like we have the corners to match up against that, to stop that early. And I feel like we're going to come out against them and get that dub.
When you look at everything that you see in this conference, as far as you go on the road 7.5 hours, I mean, it's just part of what it is. But what is difficult about a long trip like this one?
The bus ride. Just being inside and closed for like 7 hours, and not much room to move around because there's a lot of us on the bus. So that's probably like the only problem is. But I feel like it would be good. It's a nice little trip out there.
Mike, thanks for the time. Best of luck here.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Joined by Garrett Luke as SWOSU gets set to take on Arkansas-Monticello coming up here in just a little while. And, Garrett, you had the big play last week, a fumble into the end zone. Yeah. You're right there to jump on it. It has to be every offensive lineman's dream to score a touchdown, and boy, you managed to make it happen. So what happened? What did you see on that play?
Well, I was supposed to just hinge block, and there was the tight end with me, and he got the end, and then there was a guy that overflew the top, and then all of a sudden the ball just popped out, and right there had the opportunity. My eyes got wide, and I just jumped for it, and ended up getting it. It's fun.
This offensive line is such a interesting group as far as there's no seniors, but yet there's a lot of experience among you guys up front. So what's the chemistry like between this group this early in the season?
Well, I mean, like you said, there's no one that's going to be leaving anytime soon, and most of us have either come in at the same time or we're right behind each other that year, and we're just so young, and we just get along with each other. Like, there's no problems on the O-line. Like, we're all good friends. We all hang out, stuff like that. So everything just clicks when we're on the O-line. Good chemistry going on.
Talking with Garrett Luke, this group offensively to have 9 starters back. It seems like everybody should be real comfortable with each other. There were some struggles there after getting the 2 quick scores early in the game. So what have you guys maybe identified to take from that loss and now move forward and try to improve?
Just not getting complacent with ourselves. I mean, the first quarter we dominated them, and then after that, I mean, we weren't doing terrible, but it was like we were getting to the goal line, and then it was like a penalty there backs us up and just kind of ruins the plan that we had, and we had to change up everything, and it just kind of slowed us down and took us away from what we were used to doing.
When you work with a returning quarterback like Mark Evans too, how has he maybe changed? What's his leadership like over this offense now that he's in his second year?
I don't feel like anything's different. I feel like he stayed, he's gotten better obviously, but I feel like his role in the offense it's been good for us, and like, we understand what he's saying. We know where he's coming from, and if he like changes the call on the O-line, then we'll get it done and just do whatever makes him more comfortable in the pocket and whatever helps him do better, I guess.
Finally, you get Arkansas-Monticello. I know there's talk about playing on grass again too, which is a little different, but at the same time, what do you expect from this team? I mean, it's a group that did give up a lot of points last week, but at the same time, seems like they showed a lot of fight, battling all the way back and making that a game. So does this seem like a dangerous team with that fight they showed late?
Well, I don't know anything offensively. I don't watch film on them, obviously, but defensively, I mean, they have some big guys up front, but I mean, they're a tad lazy at times, and so I think we can take real advantage of that. But I don't think there'll be any problem if we can just come out like we did first quarter. I don't think we'll have a problem with them at all.
Garrett, thanks for the time and best of luck here this week.
I appreciate it.